Have you ever felt like you're on a never-ending treadmill, running faster and faster but getting nowhere? Every day you're hustling hard, rising early, working long hours, and doing your best to earn a living. But somehow, you're still stuck, still striving for that elusive something better just out of reach. The thing is, the treadmill doesn't stop. It keeps spinning, faster each day, dragging you along without ever letting you reach that supposed finish line. That's the reality for so many of us in today's world. It's not about working harder. It's about breaking free from the system that's keeping us trapped. The treadmill of life. Let's visualize this. You're on a treadmill, trying to run your way to freedom. It's set at a challenging speed, but it's not about how fast you go. No matter how quickly you run, you realize the distance is endless. You're making progress, but it's all relative. Your footfalls are only going to carry you so far. This treadmill is a metaphor for the traditional path. Work hard, save up, retire one day. It seems simple, doesn't it? But here's the twist. Even if you work your tail off and get everything right by the system's standards, the treadmill is always going to keep you running in circles. You see, the key isn't running harder. It's realizing that the treadmill isn't even the right machine to be on in the first place. And once you recognize this, you can break free. The trap of playing by someone else's rules. The traditional advice is drilled into us. Save, invest, work hard, and you'll be rewarded in the end. But let's pause and really think about that. What does working hard actually get you in this system? Take a common scenario. Someone spends decades putting away money into a 401k, contributing religiously, only to find that their retirement savings might not even be enough to sustain the life they envision when they finally stop working. They're playing the long game, hoping that savings, compounded interest, and the promise of someday will eventually pay off. But does it? Or is it just another form of busy work, running on that same treadmill with the same destination year after year? The escape route. Creating leverage to break free, we need a new strategy, one that doesn't involve endless hours and the slow grind of saving. Instead, the solution is leveraging tools that create value for you, not the other way around. Let's take an example. Consider the rise of online entrepreneurs. Instead of selling their time hour by hour, they build systems, products, platforms, or content that continue to generate income on their own. They build a podcast or a YouTube channel once, and it keeps attracting listeners or viewers, bringing in revenue day after day. This is leverage. Unlike the treadmill of the traditional worker, innovators, creators, and investors tap into systems that scale. Their efforts are multiplied over time, giving them the freedom to create and invest without having to spend their days trapped in a cubicle or stuck in a routine. The power of automation. Think of it like a self-sustaining garden. Once you plant the seeds, it doesn't require constant attention. It grows, flowers, and yields fruit over time. Sure, you need to nurture it initially, but the system, once set up, is designed to work on its own. This is the power of automation. The investor, who builds rental properties, isn't working every day to make sure they're paying off. Instead, they're using tools, like real estate management companies, or even automated rental services, that allow their investment to pay them while they focus on other things. Instead of draining your energy in a system that rewards you with only a paycheck and a few weekends, start creating systems that produce rewards even when you're not working. Once you set up the right system, it gives back even when you step away. The real power lies in working smarter, not harder. Reclaiming your freedom, rethinking success. Here's the breakthrough. True success isn't about more effort, more time at the office, or more overtime. It's about stepping back and seeing the bigger picture. Instead of thinking in terms of work and reward, think in terms of creation and leverage. Take a step back from the treadmill. Instead of simply putting in time for a paycheck, ask yourself, how can I create something that will generate value for me passively? How can I position myself to earn without constantly having to trade hours for dollars? This is where real freedom lies, not in working harder, but in taking control of your time and resources, and building systems that allow you to thrive. Example: the $1 million mindset. Let's look at the example of an investor. Instead of waiting decades to build wealth from saving pennies every day, they start by learning how to put their money to work for them. They might invest in stocks that generate dividends, properties that generate rental income, or businesses that operate without their constant involvement. What's the common thread in all these cases? It's the ability to create leverage, automate efforts, and scale beyond what hard work can achieve. This doesn't mean doing nothing. It means setting yourself up with the right tools so that your time can be spent creating and building, rather than grinding just to get by. Conclusion: the freedom path to break free from the trap. Stop running on the treadmill. Shift your focus to creating systems that work for you. The more you do this, the more your freedom grows, because you're no longer stuck in the cycle of working harder just to stay afloat. To truly escape the system, you need to stop thinking in terms of what you're doing and start thinking in terms of what you're creating. Start building the foundations of a system that generates wealth without requiring you to sacrifice your time. The road to freedom isn't about working harder. It's about thinking differently, breaking free from the cycle, and building a future that works for you.